Do you watch too much porn and want to cut down or quit? There's a practice for that.
Welcome to The Practice.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Mark. Today we're going to be learning a short breathwork practice from Connor Beaton, and it's specifically designed to interrupt the moment where you are feeling compelled to watch porn.
If you have been questioning whether porn is something that fits into your life, if you've been thinking about, hey, I want to quit porn, this is really an exploration about the tools that can help you very quickly and in a meaningful way disconnect from your porn usage. I battled with porn for a long time. I realized that it was a really big problem in my life. I really struggled with being able to say no, and I lacked impulse control, which caused me to feel a lot of internal shame, a lot of internal frustration. And once I started to work on it and actually get rid of porn and get it out of my life, it improved almost every area of my life.
Porn watching started for me in college, and it's a habit I kept up with for 25 years. And I just used it as a quick way to get pleasure or as an escape from a feeling I didn't like when things weren't necessarily going the way I wanted in my relationship.
If you're watching this video, you probably have some awareness of where you fall. You know, are you the once in a while user? Are you the guy that's using it to kind of change or alter his internal state when you're feeling something that you don't really like? Are you the guy that's like, there's something missing in my relationship, or I'm just missing a relationship altogether and that's why I'm using porn? One really powerful practice for quitting porn that I still use today is called the barrel breath practice. We're gonna create a posture that creates a little bit of stress in the body, so it builds up some heat, and then we're gonna use the breath to regulate the heart, and your nervous system. Instead of watching porn, you can use this posture. You're gonna go into horse stance. Feet hip width apart, pointed just a little bit out, and you sit down and back. And you want your torso, the sort of center column of your body, to be nice and straight. And your hips should be almost like right above your heels, but you have to kind of adjust to find the right balance. Once you've got that posture, you're gonna bring your hands out in front of you, and ideally your hands are in front of your heart. Your fingers are just a little bit apart, and your elbows are out, kind of like you have just wrapped your arms around a big tree or around like a big whiskey barrel. And ideally you stay in this posture for about 5 minutes. Really important piece of this is to inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Nice long exhales. And as the more that we hold this posture, the more heat that's gonna build up, the more you might feel a little bit of anger or frustration or like whatever it is. And that's gonna be important to just regulate the breath. For the first little bit, definitely having eyes closed can be very helpful. And then you wanna breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And as you do that, making sure that you're breathing nice and deep down into the pelvic floor, letting the shoulders relax down the back and really softening into it. So the key here is that you're finding a balance between structure and softness, using the breath to find softness internally while there's structure externally. You want to have a 4-2-6-2 rhythm, which means you inhale for 4 roughly through the nose, pause at the top just for a beat, exhale through the mouth for 6, pause at the bottom. And what you'll notice is the longer we hold the posture, the harder it is to stay focused on the breath. See if you can tune into your heart beating and really let the breath be nice and deep into the body, but also like nice and soft as you inhale and exhale. All right, so slowly drop the arms and then let your legs straighten out. And you wanna just shake out the arms, shake out any of that tension, stuck energy. You can bounce a little bit if you want. Just shake out the legs however you want. Good, and then take a second, close the eyes. You can put a hand on the belly, hand on the chest if you want. And just breathe in. the relaxation that you get after watching porn is going to be the relaxation that you can start to generate and build within yourself by using this posture. So you're getting the same outcome of relaxing without having to watch the porn. Porn is a low barrier to entry, no risk experience to have sexual gratification and some type of sexual interaction. Whereas in a relationship, or even trying to get a relationship or build one, there is a massive amount of risk of rejection. And so it's the reason why a lot of men choose porn over the risk of rejection.
I think it's really important not to shame any men out there that are watching porn, even if they're watching a lot. It's more about learning what's a healthy relationship to porn for you, whether that's a lot of porn, zero porn, or something in the middle.
So you're just saying make it conscious. So it's not something that you are kind of subconsciously being compelled to do. It's actually a conscious decision you're making.
Some of the main benefits from either reducing your porn usage or eliminating it altogether are an ability to more quickly and more easily and maybe even more meaningfully connect in your intimate relationship. Secondly, you're gonna find that you have more consistent energy. Third, you are, and this is a very popular thing, you're going to desexualize your brain a little bit. So we're inundated constantly with sexual content. And it can be very easy as a man to be always distracted by sexual thoughts just on an ongoing basis.
I've personally found this practice incredibly useful in the moments where my brain still has that habit or desire to watch. This practice can very quickly help me transition through that moment and connect with my own body, what I'm feeling in the moment, and see if I'm just trying to escape or what exactly it is I'm feeling in the moment.
For me, the transformation I've made with my relationship to porn is that I used to use it just for quick pleasure, and now instead of using porn, I'll still self-pleasure or masturbate, but it's a lot deeper, and it feels more connected to me.
One of the other major benefits that a lot of guys experience when they reduce or quit porn altogether is a much deeper sense of ease and peace and calm that starts to show up in their life. Because before, for a lot of guys, porn has created a dependency where you need to watch porn, you need to jerk off and get off in order to feel that ease and that peace and that calm. And as you start to move porn aside and reduce the usage, you actually develop the skills through this practice to actually ground yourself and find more peace and more ease in your day-to-day life.
I look forward to hearing how this practice goes for you. And stay tuned for next week. We'll have another beautiful practice for you.